Hello everyone and welcome to Atomicrops, where today we will be looking at how to survive the nuclear winter. Now, this game recently got added to Game Pass, and it's really rather fabulous. You play as a new farmer who inherits a farm at the start of the game, but what makes this game a bit different is that basically everything wants to eat you, or your crops, or both, thanks to exposure to nuclear fallout. So that's quite interesting. Now, in order to reach the nuclear winter, you need to complete the 4 seasons of the year, each one made up of 3 days. At the end of the 3rd day, you face a boss-style battle, and then you receive a reward from the mayor before you move on to the next season. Now, in order to defeat most boss fights, it follows the usual pattern. You know, get a big gun, shoot as fast as you can at the boss, hit it, and hope for the best. On top of the base weapon you start with, there's a whole variety of guns available for purchase at the market at the end of each day, with upgrades for each gun there too. Some of them are a bit weird. They range from, you know, throwing butcher knives at people, to the standard shotgun, you know, logical. Anyway, the nuclear winter boss is a bit different, and it took me a while to work out exactly how you injure him. I was shooting at him, his health bar wasn't moving, but what you need to do is instead of just shooting at him, you need to just harvest crops off your farm, and the crops will then fly out of the ground and hit the boss and cause him damage. It does take a lot of crops harvested. Crops that particularly help here are the sunflower, as with plenty of fertiliser you can get a lot of seeds, each of which counts as an individual hit on the boss, and large crops, which are made when you put 4 of the same kind of crop into a square and then give them fertiliser. This is kinda hard to do, as I'm normally just trying to get any old crop in the ground without dying, but if you can pull it off, go for it, it really helps. Now, at the end of the previous day before you start this, the crops that you had in the ground will all be magically harvested, so you start with nothing in the ground at all. This means there's no benefit to preparing extensively and holding crops in the ground prior to going into this battle. If you reach a point in this battle where you're running really low on seeds, which undoubtedly you will at some point, there is still hope. There are a number of strange greenish-like monsters growing out of the ground, and if you go and kill one of these, they provide you with a nice pile of seeds, and that keeps your supplies going. There's also a whole host of different perks and skills that you can acquire leading up to this fight in order to help. It's worth playing with a few of them to see what suits your playstyle best. These are available from various places. If you go into the Great Unknown and explore, you can find some of them knocking around, or you can get given them by people in the market when you give them roses to try and become their friends, or maybe lovers. Either way, have a play around, see what helps you. Hopefully this guide has helped and you will now be able to go and defeat the nuclear winter boss. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me today. If you do want to leave a like on the video or subscribe to the channel, that would be magnificent. And until next time folks, thank you and goodbye!